Hi, I'm Shannon, owner of Pahrump Early Learning Academy, where we are more than just childcare.
Hi, I'm Monique Mitchell with KPVM Television. My children attend Pella and they love it. The curriculum they have is pretty amazing, and my children learn what they need at their level.
Not only are the children learning, they're having fun, and that's what matters.
I like Pella. They help you with your homework, and it's fun.
Give us a call today to tour our facility at 751-5335.
News 46 is brought to you by Comfort Hospice Care, where we give our patients and their loved ones peace of mind, knowing we provide the highest quality of care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, call 751-0349. News is also brought to you by Golden Casino Group, where you'll always find great fun, good food, and fantastic entertainment, all at Gold Town, Lakeside, and the Pahrump Nugget.
Tonight on News 46, 2 more are arrested and 1 released for a robbery. A car hits a building and 2 other cars on Basin Avenue. And 1 Nevada credit union holds a free shred day. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Monique Mitchell. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Thursday, November 6, 2014. I'm Monique Mitchell for News 46. Well, police have released a suspect who was in custody and arrested 2 others connected to the October 12th Kentucky Fried Chicken robbery on Highway 372.
According to the Nye County Sheriff's press release, the Nye County Sheriff's Office detectives continued their investigation into the KFC armed robbery, which occurred on October 12th. During this investigation, it was found that a suspect by the name of Brandon Gernot had lied and laid the blame of the robbery onto Donald McFadden and a person by the name of Brandon Berger in an attempt to conceal his as well as others' full involvement in the robbery. Mr. Gernot's own recognizance release was revoked by Judge Kent Jasperson. Mr. Gernot was booked back into the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center. Further charges have been charged upon Mr. Gernot for the false prosecutions of Mr. Donald McFadden and Mr. Brandon Berger. Mr. Gernot's real accomplice in the robbery has been identified as Michael J. Mays. He was discovered and taken into custody. Judge Kent Jasperson further ordered the release of Mr. Donald McFadden and Brandon Berger from the robbery charges. Mr. McFadden was released from the detention facility immediately. Brandon Berger's charge of robbery was dropped. However, he is remaining in custody in regards to an additional criminal case. Detectives are currently investigating other leads into the Horizon Market robberies, which occurred on September 30th on Belle Vista and Leslie, on October 12th on Highway 372 and Bowling Street, on October 17th at Belle Vista and Leslie, and once again on November 4th on Belle Vista and Leslie. The Horizon Market on Belle Vista and Leslie is in close proximity to the McMurray address, where police also made these arrests last night. If you have any information regarding these crimes, you're urged to contact the Nye County Sheriff's Office at 751-7000. You can remain anonymous.
1 man was taken into custody after hitting a building and 2 other cars this afternoon on Basin Avenue.
This accident report is brought to you by Half Price Lawyers, located on the corner of Basin and 160. Call 775-400-0000.
A vehicle versus structure and 3-vehicle accident occurred this afternoon on Basin Avenue. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue and Nye County Sheriff's deputies arrived on scene to find 1 man who appeared to have been intoxicated, who struck the building and then struck 2 other additional vehicles. We spoke to Fire Chief Scott Lewis.
Report of a 1-vehicle accident. However, there was multiple collisions that occurred within this accident. One was versus the building, and then subsequently after that initial impact, the vehicle sped in the opposite direction in an arc fashion and struck 2 parked cars. There was no entrapment in this accident. We did evaluate the driver medically, He is determined he's not going to go to the hospital at this point. It's now under investigation by the sheriff's office.
Does medical reasons seem to be the cause of this accident, or do you know?
It's unknown exactly what may have precipitated this accident, whether it's some kind of a failure or whether it's the fault of the driver, whether there's any medications or anything of those type of things involved. That's all going to be part of the sheriff's investigation.
And then tell me about the building.
The damage has to the front facade has damaged some of the structural components, including some electrical. So for now, the building's been evacuated, that particular suite. We're having buildings and safety. They'll be arriving momentarily. They'll do a secondary inspection, and he'll make a determination whether or not it's going to be a temporary basis or will be more of a permanent.
The female that owns the store was right there at the time that the accident happened. She said she heard 2 hits initially, and she's pretty shook up.
She is shaken up. She declined any medical, but she was in a position that she could have been seriously injured as a result of the initial collision with the building. But the way it ended up, a lot of the material was moved around, probably buffered her some. So she's very lucky today.
I was actually ringing up a customer, and I just heard tires squeal, and a bam, bam, and the wall came caving in, and I'm pretty shook up. Yeah.
So you have your cash register right on the other side of that?
Directly on the other side. It basically touches the wall.
So what's the inside look like?
The inside's pretty messed up. Yeah, we're going to definitely have to have a lot of work done to get it fixed.
You have electrical right there?
Yes. The fire department told us to close down the store because it's a big electrical area, and they're afraid that there might be a fire. Let's hope there isn't.
So the man that hit the store was just in the store a few minutes before?
Yes, he was. He's a really nice guy.
He might be having some medical issues.
Maybe. They're checking him out right now.
So after he hit the store, did you guys go out and see what happened? Or?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I was actually kind of scared. I didn't know if it was deliberate or what was going on, and my heart was pounding.
Still shaken up right now?
I am. I'm really shook up.
Nye County Sheriff's deputies did search the gentleman who had on his person a film case containing several different prescription medications. He was arrested on scene and transported to the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
Police apprehended a DUI suspect whose unoccupied vehicle hit Super Pond last night.
A vehicle versus structure accident occurred last night at Super Pond on Highway 160. According to reports, there was a gentleman that attempted to pawn a rifle inside the facility and was denied because he was, quote, intoxicated. At that time, his pickup truck came and hit the front doors of the Super Pond. He was not inside the vehicle at the time that the accident occurred. However, the employees of Super Pond and that gentleman went outside. He got into his vehicle, according to reports, and traveled north on Highway 160, where he ended up in the Home Depot parking lot. Nye County Sheriff's deputies were able to locate the individual and take him into custody. The man was allegedly intoxicated at the time that he parked the vehicle in front of the business and did not put it into gear. Deputies also located the rifle inside the car. The vehicle sustained moderate front-end damage and was towed from the scene. He was transported to the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center with various charges. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
And a 2-vehicle accident occurred on Highway 160 and Postal Road this morning. Deanna O'Donnell has more.
A 2-vehicle accident occurred this morning on Highway 160 and Postal Road. Nevada Highway Patrol, Nye County Sheriff's deputies, and Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue arrived on scene. However, all occupants of both vehicles declined to be transported to local medical facilities. The accident appeared to have occurred when one vehicle was making a left-hand turn from Postal Road onto southbound Highway 160 and came into contact with the other vehicle that was traveling northbound on Highway 160. Nye County Sheriff's deputies blocked traffic while the investigation was being conducted by Nevada Highway Patrol. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
A new report from the nonpartisan business group Environmental Entrepreneurs shows that more than 18,000 clean energy and clean transportation jobs were announced in more than 20 states in the third quarter of 2014, a significant uptick from both the previous quarter and a year ago. Tesla Motors' announcement of its massive new gigafactory for the production of electric car batteries near Reno propelled Nevada to the top spot in the state rankings for the first time, with more than 6,500 jobs announced. Rounding out the top states were New York, California, Colorado, North Carolina, Michigan, Connecticut, Louisiana, Texas, Illinois, and Maryland. In the previous quarter, E2 tracked more than 12,000 announced jobs, while in the third quarter of 2013, almost 15,000 jobs were announced. Well, folks, keep it here because we've got your news across Nevada right after these messages.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community.
Welcome back to News 46. Now here's your news across Nevada with Deanna O'Donnell.
Southern Nevada real estate agents say the area's median home price dipped below $200,000 in October. The Greater Las Vegas Association of Realtors reported today that median home prices were down 1.3% from September, but up 8.1% from the same time a year ago. They say sales and prices might go down even further through the winter months. Home prices remain far below their June 2006 peak of $315,000, but above their January 2012 low of $118,000. The total number of homes sold in October was nearly 2,900, down about 100 from September. Dozens of prospective medical marijuana businesses have hit a new hitch that could delay them from opening more than 10 years after Nevada voters made them legal. The question facing these hopeful business owners? Who makes the final decision on whether they can open? The cities or counties where they plan to locate, or the state bureaucrats? They may have been ranked well on paper, but not in the neighborhood. The medical marijuana law fears the conflict could lead to lawsuits, and a judge could put a halt to all medical marijuana businesses. Officials of Nevada cities and counties that wanted to allow the sale of medical marijuana reviewed applications and sent the list of approved businesses to the State Division of Public and Behavioral Health for consideration. The list of state-approved businesses is not the same as those submitted by cities and counties. Medical marijuana business operators hope to open by April, but before they can sell marijuana, it has to be grown, and under federal law, it must be cultivated in Nevada. The Nevada Division of State Parks is seeking grant pre-applications in anticipation of the 2015 federal funding of the Recreational Trails Program. Nevada could potentially receive $1.1 million in grant funds. Submittal of a pre-application is recommended but not required. Grants may be awarded to counties, municipalities, state and federal agencies, private organizations, nonprofits, and Native American tribal governments for the purpose of providing outdoor recreational trail activities. For more information, go to parks.nv.gov, or you can give them a call, 775-684-2787. The Nevada Division of Forestry State Tree Nursery in Las Vegas provides more than 70 species of locally grown, low-cost native plant species adapted to the Mojave Desert environment. This year's fall plant sale will be held on Friday and Saturday, November 14th and 15th from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m., with master gardeners available to answer questions and help with plant selection. Plants purchased are to be used for conservation purposes, such as water conservation, windbreaks, soil erosion control, and wildlife habitat enhancement. The nursery accepts only cash and checks. The nursery, located at 9600 Tool Springs Drive, is inside the Floyd Lamb Park. It's open to the public year-round, Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. For more information, you can give them a call, 702-486-5411. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. That's your news across Nevada.
Thank you, Deanna. Now let's join Courtney Salmon with your Week in Sports.
Week in Sports is brought to you by Wolfenstein Construction. The Pahrump Valley girls volleyball team competed on Tuesday in the regional tournament to try and make their way into the state tournament. They faced off against Boulder City, who they had defeated 3-0 back in a non-conference invitational in August. Unfortunately, they were unable to pull off another victory. The Trojans lost to the Boulder City Eagles 3-0. Boulder City was the #1 ranked team in the Division 1A Sunrise League, and Pahrump was the 4th ranked team in the Division 1A Sunset League. The top 4 teams of both of those leagues are competing to determine which teams will compete against each other against the North for the state title. Unfortunately, with this loss, the fall sports have virtually come to an end. The only thing left for Pahrump this season is to cheer on freshman Bryce Odegaard as he competes on an individual basis in the state championship cross-country meet this Saturday in Las Vegas. Good luck, Bryce. There will be a short hiatus for multi-sport athletes to have some time off before winter sports begin. Winter sports include boys and girls basketball and wrestling, and there will be about 2 weeks for coaches and athletes to prepare for the next season. I'm Courtney Salman with your Weekend Sports and News 46.
All right, well, thank you very much, Courtney. Well, now a new American Red Cross app helps children between the ages of 7 and 11 learn emergency preparedness while playing a game as monster characters. The free app Monster Guard Prepare for Emergencies is a game to learn how to prevent emergencies such as home fires and what to do if severe weather or national disasters occur. The best user experience is playing the game on a tablet, but it also works well on other mobile devices. Monster Guard runs on iOS 7 and 8 and Android OS 4X and up. People can go to redcross.org/monsterguard or text monster to 90999 for a direct link to download the app. Well, folks, after these messages, find out why 2 police officers collided on their motorcycles.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Nathan Adelson Hospice, proud to be the hospice of choice in Pahrump for 15 years. Please call 775-751-6700 to find out how Nathan Adelson can assist you.
Welcome back to News 46. 2 police officers training for motorcycle certification collided this morning on southbound U.S. Highway 95 near Jones Boulevard in Las Vegas. Officers from the Nevada Highway Patrol and the Henderson Police Department were involved in the accident, which occurred just after 10:40 a.m. The officers were taking part in a 2-week in-motorcycle certification training at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway and were part of a group involved in a ride around the valley. Medical assistance was requested. An investigation is underway. And when Nevada Credit Union held a free day of shredding for the public.
We're having a shred day today for the community. Anybody can come out and bring their shred if they want to. And we're also taking donations for No to Abuse, any kind of a donation. Non-perishable, clothing, money, anything they want to bring for a donation for No to Abuse. And we're doing the shred day with Shred It. They're shredding your trash here today, your documents and things.
And so Assured Shredding Services has donated their time?
Yes, they have. They come out here. They're doing it this year for us now, and they're going to do it for us again next year. And actually, they do it twice a year in Vegas for us as well. And if they want to know the times for next year, it'll be on our webpage. And we also sent out a member magazine that it's in that as well.
And so you guys decided to do this, why?
We decided to do it for our community because they don't have a chance to get it anywhere unless they do go to Vegas. Most people don't have a place to put their shreddable items. You know, you don't want to put your information out there for the public to see. So this way it gets taken care of for them with no charge.
And you decided to help collect for No to Abuse.
We decided to get connected with one of our charities here in Pahrump, and I thought about No to Abuse because of the children and the wives and things that need the help.
And what a great organization No to Abuse is.
Yes, they are. They are very good. I've dealt with them for 12 years now since I've been here with One Nevada Credit Union. So yes, they are very, very responsible people, and I like the people there. So
for more information on One Nevada Credit Union, how can they get in touch with you guys?
Well, they can either stop by the branch here at 280 South Highway 160, or they can look us up on the webpage at onenevada.org, or they can also call me at 751-9880, extension 4664.
Well, former Navy SEAL Robert O'Neill has announced that he is the one who fired the final shot to kill Osama bin Laden in 2011. The 38-year-old also said that other SEAL team members were involved in the raid, including Mark Bissonnette, who detailed the group's experiences in his memoir, No Easy Day. O'Neill, who had been serving as a SEAL for 15 years at the time of the bin Laden raid, had participated in other missions before, but he he said he feared this mission would be his most difficult. He said it was clear that bin Laden had been killed and not merely injured from his shot when he fell to the floor with a split skull. Before he was shot, bin Laden had his hands on a woman's shoulders, pushing her ahead, likely to deflect the attack. Well, Angela Miles brings you today's First Business Brief.
This is the First Business Brief for Thursday, November 6th. I'm Angela Miles. Chrysler is riding high. The car company reported a profit increase of 32%. Chrysler also is raising the amount of cars and trucks it expects to sell this year. Russian President Vladimir Putin is named the world's most powerful person by Forbes. However, Forbes failed to mention that Russia's currency is hitting rock bottom. President Barack Obama comes in number 2, followed by Chinese leader Xi Jinping, Pope Francis, and German Chancellor Angela Merkel. Rounding out the top 10 list, Janet Yellen, Bill Gates, Mario Draghi, Larry Page, and David Cameron. And Morgan Stanley gets a surprise $1 billion bonus. The tax benefit comes from Morgan Stanley changing the way it classifies its wealth management business from a partnership to a corporation. It also revised its earnings from last quarter. That's the First Business Brief. I'm Angela Miles.
Well, folks, keep it here because after these messages, we're going to have your weather with Noah Began.